My name's Garnetta Terry. I live in McKinney, Texas. I'm from Shreveport, Louisiana. I've been in Texas for over 30 years. Wallace and I met online. Our profile just mimicked each other, and I think that's what kind of caught our attention to each other. I think what made me fall in love with him was his godly spirit and his positivity. He was such a strong, positive man. Just the person you dream about in the movies that you never think you're gonna meet. And we got married September 21, 2013. Married for almost a year, and found out that he had cancer in May of this year. We prayed and we stayed strong, and we took it as just one of God's tests. So really, we never gave up. He wasn't afraid of dying, I knew that, but we never thought that he would die. I guess when they finally told us that he had like 2 weeks, I think that's when we first started to realize that he was gonna die. It was at that time that I met. They talked about hospice and faith and all of that, and I wasn't for sure what all that meant. And I remember the first day I was supposed to meet with them, I think I was out, and then I think the next day that I met with Ashley. He came in, and I think I cried the whole time, but she was so sensitive to me and so understanding. It is exactly what I needed at that time. I think it was at that time when I met her that she was telling me about a project that I had no idea what she was talking about at the time. But it grabbed my attention because it seemed to be a way of just holding on to something. Because when my husband was so sick, I just remember just trying to take a moment away with me.
What Garnett is talking about is what we call the Faithful Hands Project. And it's a project in which we can actually make a permanent plaster casting of either an individual's hand or two people either holding hands or in a praying hands position.
It is like a part of him and me that I'll have forever. So I'm so thankful for her and what she's done to both of us, because she touched both of us. It'll be forever in my mind and my memories. And I just want to say that they do a great job. They just help me so much to have closure.
And that's what our ministry is that we can't change what the medical outcome is going to be. We can't change the fact that someone might be at the end of their life. What we can do is we can promise that we're going to be there with you, and we're going to walk the journey with you.
It's really the weeks and the time later when I'm by myself that I look over there and I can see that. And I feel a sense of peace. And I feel like he's at peace. And it's the great memories that we have together through that process, and just through that I feel blessed. And I feel like he's not hurting anymore. He's not any more pain. And he's okay. But I'm grateful to have those memories that that's with me forever in my heart.
Wallace had said to me that his one wish when he was diagnosed is that if he wasn't going to make it, that the last person he wanted to see was Garnetta. And we were able to see that on the last day that he was able to keep his eyes open, she was sitting right at his bedside. Holding his hand. And she was the last person he saw. I've been a hospice social worker for 20 years. And Faith Presbyterian Hospice actually provides the most comprehensive supportive services to families that I've ever encountered. My goal as a hospice social worker, but I would dare to say this is probably the goal of all of our hospice team, is to journey with them through what is really the most difficult and sacred time of someone's life, and that is the end of life. What I try and do is identify opportunities in which I can help families create moments that matter.
In Matthew 25, it talks about care for the least of these. When a patient is dying and they've lost their insurance and they have nowhere to turn, they are truly the least of these. Through your help, we can provide support for them, and this is a great need. We currently turn away an unfunded patient every third day because the need is so great. This is our opportunity to truly make a difference. You may not have a chance to meet all those whose lives you have touched, but I can tell you what a difference you have made and what an answered prayer you have been for them at their time of need. So on behalf of all, thank you, and may God continue to bless you as you have blessed us.